Tahoe?
No,
Yeah,
to lick her ass.
No, I totally want to lick her ass. But I would have bought her a Tahoe to do that.
But we're not talking about licking ass today. This is a bullshit thing.
We're allowed to say that.
Oh, man.
We're not allowed to say that on TV.
That's a hot open.
I can't afford Tahoes, so let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I am Tyler Quinn. I'm brought by the ever so misery Isaac Sagafis.
I don't even know. Give me a tater tot.
Oh, we got Jason and Josh with us. we're not doing such cold open. But on this
Jason,
open,
whatever your name is.
Isaac and Josh are going to do a wishbone.
Yes, we are.
For a Polish princess.
Okay, ready, Josh?
On.
Ready?
What you
1, 2, 3.
Isaac wins! Isaac, you win Polish wife that you have to buy a Tahoe for.
And Josh has to make me more tater tots.
Aw.
So tonight, I guess we're going to have Jason tell us a little story.
Jason,
Just
please.
kidding. I'll tell us a little story.
Yeah, he looked really confused about that.
He looks so
I
confused.
didn't have something ready.
We don't have anything prepped tonight. So tonight we are going to talk about UFOs.
Unidentified farting objects.
It's
Also
flying.
It's
known-
like Tyler in the kitchen.
I was going to say
It's flying! It's
I-
not Tyler making gin in the kitchen, which is another... All right, that could be a different
That'll be a
episode.
different
It's
episode.
Isaac in the Rigby.
Oh,
No!
man.
That's...
Oh, man. So there's a lot of UFO stories in the Midwest. I actually saw something on Facebook. We posted this 2 weeks ago at this point, but I think it'll probably be 3 months ago once this episode comes out, about a glowing object in the sky, I think up by Wausau or something. But basically it said that, Wisconsin has been known for its multiple UFO sightings over the years.
Really sure that it wasn't some drunk person looking at like the poles up on Rib Mountain?
Could have been that, or the, hey, that's a Big Dipper. No, it ain't. It's spice aliens.
Spice aliens.
But we have quite a long history of UFO sightings. It's actually kind of crazy. Some of them date all the way back to Indian times. Others of them start in the late 1800s. So have you guys heard about the UFO counters in Eau Claire in 1897?
I have not.
Counters, like they count them.
Encounters.
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 Oh! Tell me more about these encounters.
So I'll take that as a no. So in 1987, Jason, I'm going to need you to do me a
Jason's
huge favor.
balls deep in research right now.
He's balls deep.
1980.
Jason, take your
1897.
take your balls off the counter. We don't want to know about your research. We just tell us.
Encounter, I hardly know her.
Oh, doggy.
Oh,
Euchre, I hardly knew her.
Listen, I'm sorry I drank so much.
I'm sorry, I didn't drink it.
Tyler's reading a fucking Kindle right now.
I don't know how to read, baby.
Take that pussy drink out of your Corbell. Take the cap off. Take the cap off.
Josh is drinking something. I don't know what that is. This
He's got
Corbell
the-
mixed with something.
He's got the cap on.
Corbell in the ginger beer
He's
bottle?
putting a cork in it.
Corbell and ginger. So in 1897, there were multiple airships spotted all over the Midwest.
In
Airships?
1897.
1897.
That's alarming.
That is very alarming. So from looking into sources, and Jason look it up too,
They didn't have planes back then.
They did not have planes.
Whatever your name is.
there's some in Marshfield, there's some in Eau Claire. We're going to talk about the ones in Eau Claire and Madison, actually.
How's he know that?
Well,
He's doing some research.
He's research boy.
the
Jason,
first ones
fuck,
I'm finding
man.
are
I mean,
from the
shit.
same time around there in Marshfield.
Yeah.
And I can do like a quick, it's very quick blurb on just the incident quick. But it seemed to assume different colors and moved at good speed. With the glass, it showed up cone-shaped with bright headlights. Someone's like...
How'd they know what
colorblind.
headlights were?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess...
They had them on carriages.
They had them on
They
carriages.
had like early cars at that point too, but definitely not in like Marshfield.
So,
Guessing.
so you're talking about the Marshfield encounter. I'm going to talk about the Eau Claire encounter, Isaac. You were going to say something?
Yeah.
But he lost
You said
it.
Marshfield, and I thought of the Horicon Marshman.
Yeah, that's in Horicon.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
that's all
completely
right.
Are you
Thanks.
telling me
Completely
there's marsh?
Shout out to Ash from JJO, who's from Horicon, right?
Yeah, he can't wrestle worth a shit, though. We
Oh, man.
tried to wrestle.
He didn't wrestle, but that's okay.
You were just groping him on the mat, weren't you?
Was he from Horicon? I can't remember.
I don't know.
We
He's,
talked to someone from
he's a
Horicon.
lot bigger than me. So
That's all right. So, witnesses consistently described craft that bore a striking resemblance to German Zeppelins in 1897 Eau Claire, which
Who are describing these?
just
Germans?
people in Eau Claire.
Are they German?
There's regular, probably actually in Eau Claire, but a lot of
I
citizens
seen
were.
this back when I was in my homeland, Zeppelin.
So the aerial vessels that were there, they were between 100 to 300 feet in length. They were sleek and cigar-shaped. So a lot different than the UFOs we see today. I mean, they are cigar-shaped, but they were moving between 100 and...
So they're more oblong versus circular.
Correct.
So you're talking like a high-speed,
Dirigible. Basically a
And they
high-speed
said they're
dirigible.
a high-speed blimp like the Hindenburg, just like shooting through the sky.
And they think it's moving how fast?
Up to 100 miles per hour.
So
How do
were
they
just,
judge that?
streaking Across?
Huh?
How are they judging that?
They're
They
just
ride
judging it.
horses.
They're judging that. They have
Jason's
trains.
teasing.
They have trains
Sorry,
then.
boys.
We had baseball back then. I'm sure there was somebody pitching that fast.
So the thing is, they had propellers on them. So I can't remember what is that? Journey around the Earth. What is that? Around the world in 80 days.
Around the world in
Yeah.
80 days.
It's basically like a large hot air balloon, oblong shape with propellers on the side. There's a bunch of lights that are on top of it, and the propellers were spinning fast enough to create a visible blur. The details for this were kind of crazy because there were no designs for aerial propellers on ships at that time, and there were people that they saw up on the crafts. The engineering challenges of creating propellers at that time to lift a craft, that wasn't a thing. I think Kitty Hawk was in 1920 or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't
first
have
down in North
Air
Carolina.
flight.
Did they have aluminum like machining yet? Didn't that come around like after World War One?
I don't think they did at this point though. All I keep thinking is it's like some plane that got like Philadelphia experimented basically.
can't
Oh
be
no,
that.
no,
Right.
no! I'm
If they
thinking
say, if they
We'll,
said
we'll
it
get,
looks
we'll
like
get to what you think about it. So the thing about the Eau Claire sightings, you asked like, who saw it? It was a ton of different people. And one of the things that's pretty compelling about this story, it was people of a bunch of different professions. So you had engineers, you had farmers, you had scientists, you had all these people going out and seeing them. And they all reported the same thing, that it was moving like that. It was in local papers. And a lot of these people had technical backgrounds and could actually communicate what they saw pretty well, including having drawings.
And obviously the time frame was the same.
Yeah, it was like the late 1890s. There's a lot of these sightings all over the Midwest. We're talking about Eau Claire and Madison
So
for
it
the
wasn't
most
like
part.
it wasn't like a bunch in the same day. It was like over a span.
Yeah, but I mean, there could have been a few in a day. We don't have a lot of accurate records from that time, so it might have been a lot of them. Jason?
I mean,
And it looks
record-
like there's like a ton from like that year, like a bunch in like Sacramento, a second
Yeah.
thing, San Francisco.
It was all over the U.S. Isn't that
Kansas.
crazy?
No, it's not even one spot.
No.
It's like a widespread thing around like 1896.
Yeah. So how
1897.
would
this
they
was a-
how would they all be talking?
so.
to
This
each
was
other?
a national phenomena of like
High-speed
blimps.
dirigibles, yes.
And some are like airships and
This might be a
like,
weird
using
question,
descriptions
but
like-
were they all? Do we know if they were like moving like in the same direction? Like
I don't have that data.
because most planes, if they're going long distance in the U.S., are flying east-west or west-east, right? So I'm just imagining it's like these things are probably going either east-west or west-east.
Right. So, I mean, like I said, they were kind of working on dirigibles and Zeppelin technology in Germany at this time. But in Madison, there was a craft that went over that was a little bit slower, and people were actually able to shout to the people, I'm doing air quotes right now, that were on board. And they shouted back to them in perfect English.
What'd they say?
There's no report on what they said. It just says
Well,
that
how can you report
it
that if
just
there's no
said that
report?
they shouted
Tyler, you cannot leave me in
from the
suspense like
ground.
that.
They shouted from the ground at the people in the air, and they received appropriate replies. And
How can you not report what they said then if it's in perfect English?
Maybe they had like one of the
Okay,
beep
but
fish
what if
things
they
from
what if they just gave them like the Midwest hello of
Hey, how are you? Have a hams and a good day.
how's it going up there? Good.
Top
All
good
right.
morning to you.
Have a good day. And then they're
Don't look at us.
yeah.
So
Or
the other crazy thing that people saw with these, as Jason kind of brought up before, is there was sophisticated lighting. So there's like big spotlights on a lot of these. Some of them had multiple colors on the aircraft, similar to what planes have today. Jason just opened up a tasty Pecatonica beer. We are going to have a nice little Pecatonica beer break where we all take a sip, baby.
what the heck? Have a peck.
Yeah. And we're back. This is Up What You Think.
That was the worst break I've ever. Wow, a pizza roll.
Isaac just ate the last pizza roll. That's actually insane.
Gonna stab you.
But yeah,
He's really
not to
enjoying it.
Side rail too much. Right around
Really?
the same time in Kalamazoo, Michigan, there was like one where a farmer and a bunch of other witnesses saw one blow up, and a farmer found like metal coils and other like debris like on the farm and property.
Yeah, so this is one story. I found this.
They didn't all make it?
I found this in a book. God, I can't remember what it was called. It's on my Kindle. Watching the Skies by Wayne Klingman. I've never heard about this before.
No, I've never heard
What
this
was
one
his
before
name?
either.
Wayne Klingman.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
It's cooler than my name.
Isaac Sigafus. It always says Sig Gay Face. We do the
Oh, all the people
You can't mix that up with Wayne Klingman.
all the people who always Reddited all the track meets said Sigafoos.
Close enough.
That's better. That's better than what Podbean and
Dad gave.
Spotify.
Podbean's a bunch of assholes.
but anyway, like I think this is just a kind of a crazy thing because, as Jason said, there's a ton of reports of this all over the U.S. and we didn't hear anything about this till I looked this up.
Yeah.
And this was what year?
1897 was the big year for reporting this.
And I know
But-
it's not in the Midwest. There was another one in like Texas the same year that like went down. A bunch of people went to investigate, found a ton of metallic wreckage like all over some judge's property. With it, they found stuff that looked like it was aluminum, silver, that had like a ton of like hieroglyphics and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah, but
Is
you
a Stargate?
No. Because you know what looks like hieroglyphics? Computer chips.
I was going to say the weirdest thing about this sounds like they said the pilot must have come from Mars and they gave him a Christian burial.
So I have heard that story, but I didn't realize it was related to this dirigible.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Thing.
like a ton, there's so many that happen like
Well,
in the same like
because
year or two period.
Basically at this time, it was considered common knowledge that there was people and civilization on Mars, and that
And
they were
Venus.
just waiting. They were just waiting to get a good enough airship to go to Mars, because all of the astronomers at the time with their telescopes were looking at Mars and seeing rivers and what they thought were rivers and oceans and everything else that were still active. So they thought that because there's rivers and oceans, there's people. And actually, much later in like the 1940s, Winston Churchill actually had like a serious meeting with FDR about what are we going to do about the Martians. And he's like, we gotta finish this war, and then we'll talk about the Martians.
Saying they didn't talk about this, and what was the one where it was like FDR, like Stalin and Churchill? Was that? I keep on thinking multiple.
The Cold
Is that
War?
the right
Let's
conference.
talk about the Cold War?
Oh, like right before the end of World War, or right after World War II ended.
No, it was
No,
like
FDR
during.
was dead.
It
Oh,
was
yeah,
like where they
that's-
had. It was like some conference where they had like the three of them together, and it was like, I'll look it up. You
Well,
guys
well,
can-
You're
Well,
the
I'll tell you
fact checker,
later.
Jason.
Back to the invasion of the English-speaking Germans.
Were they English-speaking Germans? I don't know. So I think it's kind of nuts. This is just an example of how, things are lost to history. Like, I mean, if this happened today, it'd be all over the news and stuff. And it was all over the news then, but people just went through their
Okay.
lives and it kind of got forgot.
Okay, but I would argue this has happened today. 2 years ago, there was mysterious objects popping up all over radar all across the U.S. We shot down 3. One of them was a weather balloon.
Those
that we
were
could
weather
see.
balloons, guys.
No, but what about
That's
the
what
ones
they
up
want
in,
you to
what about,
say.
What about the ones up in Canada that were never identified, that were just slow-moving objects that they shot down?
They were ones that went over Lake Huron. They scrambled like the fighters from
F-35s, yeah.
We're not from Canada.
But here's the
Jason.
thing. You guys actually believe in Canada?
No. I don't
It's
believe
America's
anything-
hat.
Canada
the-
doesn't
the Northern
exist.
Territory.
You go there all the time.
I wish I was
Allegedly.
dead.
Okay.
Aw. Anywho, ask me a question, Ty.
So, Isaac, Transformers. When were those invented? Not Optimus Prime and...
So I have one objection to this whole thing. Is like when all these people are seeing these things blowing up and they're describing the first thing I thought about, because I know nothing about the story, and what he was describing about what they were
Josh was
seeing,
describing.
like the molten metal and the coil and shit. Oh crap, piss. That sounds like a blown up transformer, right? So I looked up when Transformers became a thing, our version of a Transformer, and it was in 1887.
A transformer is what, Isaac?
Yeah!
What'd it do?
So it takes a higher voltage or a lower voltage and transforms it into a different voltage, right? So you could put a low voltage into it and make a high voltage, or you could take a high voltage into it and make a low voltage.
So you just get free energy?
No.
You got to put
my
energy in.
That's another. That's
It's
another.
a coil. It's all induction. It's two coils.
We're not doing
touching
free
each other.
energy yet, Jason.
They induce, and they're generally like
The
a
two
copper
coils on each
alloy,
other?
and the outside of it is a steel alloy. So there's a lot of different weird metals involved with it, all different colors. And if that blew up, and they are oblong and they are weird shaped. So if that
would a
blew up,
transformer be in a aircraft though?
but it would be in the sky. So if you're standing on the ground and you're looking off in the distance, and there's a telephone line in the distance, there will be a. So say 40 foot in the air.
I think
we've 600 yards out.
I think we got to come full circle.
I think we've all seen Transformers explode, and they do look like aliens invading.
Dude, doesn't Michael
It's
Bay
very
have like
aggressive.
a ton of lens flare when they blow up?
I think so. Rest in peace, Optimus Prime.
He's my dad.
He died in like the 80s.
He's my dad!
Movie.
I have the Allspark.
What are we talking about?
Megatron, the
I
best
got
wide
nothing.
receiver the Lions ever
Josh,
had.
give me
to
more
face his
pizza rolls.
career.
We're out of pizza rolls.
So to
Chicken
bring it
wing.
all in, I think we're gonna have to have another episode on this because obviously there's more stories, and I just looked up the ones in the Midwest because that
There's
book.
like another in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, in the same year. Like,
Yeah,
it's wild.
So we'll look up another episode, but I think we'll have to make up our minds right now. Isaac, what do you think about this? What do you think it is?
Oh, I think it's nothing.
Really?
I think it's gibberish.
Really? That's all you gotta contribute. He's so drunk right now. Jason, what do you think?
I want to believe
That they're aliens.
Yeah.
So they spoke perfect English.
Well, so if you've ever seen like
That's why-
Hitchhiker's
hold
Guide
on,
to the
back up.
Galaxy,
No,
Isaac,
listen.
you had your turn.
No. Canada, sit down.
I'm not Canadian.
If they spoke perfect English back, how do we not have reports of what they said?
Isaac, I thought you thought this was nothing.
Exactly.
I'm sorry that I forgot about the Transformers and stuff. It
Okay,
doesn't matter.
so-
Jason, carry on. I'm
Okay,
on your side
you're
now,
yelling
baby.
at a car that's driving by. Do you remember what they say most of the time?
I would be like, oh yeah, that's perfect English. He said, your mom. I'd be like, oh, I know what he said.
Yeah, but
And
would
I'd
you
be like, this is what he
remember that?
said. He drove a Cadillac.
See, you remember the car he drove, but not what he said back.
This whole story is about the cars
Yes,
they were
it's
driving.
about the car that they were driving because that car did not exist at that
And it looked like a cigar and it was silver, like
Yeah.
a Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Which how many
Pretty
people in America knew what a Zeppelin was then?
No one.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
Only
real
the
thing.
Germans.
The
And they were
band
all
did not
German
exist
immigrants
yet.
and they were
They
planning.
didn't really exist at that point.
They were taking over the world. Listen, it's all part of the podcast. But
Isaac, you had your turn.
the Germans are coming.
He just needed the rebuttal.
All right.
That's all. He needed
Jason,
the rebuttal.
So you think it's little green men?
There are reports that there are these ships everywhere, whether they're like grays, little green men, or something
You
else.
think they're alien though?
Well,
all Germans
we heard
that.
the previous story about the aliens that gave
Okay.
out the pancake in Eagle
That's
River.
another episode.
Seriously.
And that happened in the 60s.
No, but like,
And their craft was metal and not
And Germans
dirigible.
aren't green.
I'm just saying, some other aliens have definitely come
Okay.
by and given the
Okay.
friendship pancake.
Okay.
How can you
Isaac
deny
thinks
that?
it's Germans, I think. Jason thinks it's aliens. Josh, what do you think?
I'm actually going to have to agree with Isaac's last yelling.
Germans.
This is
Isaac?
definitely Germans. This is time dilated Germans.
Oh, I like that.
This is time dilated Germans.
The Philadelphia
This is-
experiment.
This is
They didn't have any tubas on board, Josh.
This is Foo Fighters. This is a mass evacuation from
Isaac's pointing
Germany
at me.
They were
from 1940 traveling through
At Oktoberfest, there
1890.
Is this time traveling flying Nazis?
This is time traveling flying Nazis.
I threw up on the wall because I was concerned.
Isaac did throw up on the wall at
He was
Oktoberfest.
concerned about
He was very
Nazis?
concerned
There
about
is no,
Nazis.
there is no way this is not time traveling
Jason!
flying Nazis.
It's for perfect English.
A lot of them did.
Oh,
Perfect English.
Well, were they Americans in the 30s because like they came
Yeah,
and
people will be able
settled
to
in
tell
the
if it was just-
1890s,
people
and
would
then
have
they
said
went back to the motherland.
Werner von Braun did a whole Disney special
Disney.
in perfect English.
Disney wasn't a thing then, was it?
He was.
Okay.
I think.
I'm going to
Tyler,
talk
I
about
don't
what
like
I think.
Disney.
I'm going to talk about what I think. I think it might have to do with weird time stuff, but I won't say it's Germans.
I agree with Ty.
Is it
You said it
Italian?
was Germans before, I think. After you said it was nonsense or whatever. But I think it's Englishmen, but from America. You know what I mean? American English.
Americans?
That or it was Jules Verne.
That's the thing, though. Like, there was just weird stuff going on back then. There's a lot of inventions. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. One of my favorite inventions, though, is Pecatonica Muscalager. We're drinking that tonight. We're drinking some Nightfall Lager. We're drinking Tasty Hams. We're drinking some gin. Isaac drank some gin.
I still got poop on my mic, baby.
This is Up What You Think!